Khalid bin Walid is considered one of the greatest generals the world has ever seen. Commanders like Napoleon, Alexander the Great, and Julius Caesar all faced defeat at least once in their lives. But Khalid bin Walid stands alone in history, the only general who never lost a single battle in his entire life. This is not a claim made only by Muslims. Historians across the world acknowledge his brilliance. Even today, Khalid bin Walid's battlefield strategies are studied in elite universities like Oxford and Harvard. But what made his wars so special? Why, after 1400 years, does the world still remember his name? Let's find out. On the orders of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, the first caliph of Islam, Khalid bin Walid launched an attack on the mighty Persian Empire. With just 18,000 Muslim soldiers, he faced a massive Persian army of 40,000 men and crushed them. This victory changed history. For the first time, Muslims moved beyond Arabia and began to emerge as a global power. Kuwait, a vital province of the Persian Empire, had fallen into Muslim hands.
When the Persian king heard that his army had been defeated so easily, he immediately dispatched another force of 40,000 soldiers. But Khalid bin Walid never waited for danger to arrive. After conquering Kuwait, he had already spread his spies and scouts across the region, ensuring that no enemy movement went unnoticed. Soon, news arrived. A massive Persian army was advancing rapidly toward the Muslims.
Without delay, Khalid bin Walid gathered his forces and marched from Kuwait toward Ubula, an area that lies in present-day Iraq. On one side stood 17,000 Muslims. On the other stood 40,000 Persians. Before the battle even began, the Persian general stepped forward to challenge Khalid bin Walid, but an ordinary Muslim soldier struck him down. Once again, the enemy lost its commander before the battle truly began. Then, both armies charged. The battle was fierce. Due to the overwhelming numbers of the Persians, many Muslims were martyred. For the first time in his life, Khalid bin Walid ordered a retreat. To the Persians, it looked like victory. Believing the Muslims were fleeing, they pursued them at full speed. But this retreat was not defeat. As the Persians chased forward, their armies stretched out, their formations broke, and gaps began to appear. The Muslims were not retreating in a straight line. They were pulling the enemy apart. And Khalid bin Walid was waiting for this exact moment. Suddenly, Khalid charged with his cavalry through the open gaps surrounding the heart of the Persian army. One by one, their units collapsed. Seeing defeat, the rear Persian soldiers tried to flee, but before they could escape, the Muslims caught them and eliminated them. Another massive Persian army had been completely destroyed. This battle took place near Kuwait in Iraq. Now Muslims had entered yet another major Persian province. Advancing further was difficult. Iraq was far from Medina, and constant communication was nearly impossible. So Khalid bin Walid made this region his new headquarters. Both Persians and Arabs lived here. They feared the Muslims would behave like other empires, looting, destruction, and oppression. But what happened shocked them. On Abu Bakr's radiallahu anhu orders, Khalid bin Walid returned all properties to their rightful owners and took nothing by force. Courts were quickly established. Great companions were appointed as judges. For the first time, justice and fairness reached the land. Markets were reopened. Businesses continued as normal. But one thing changed forever. Interest was banned. Khalid bin Walid understood a powerful truth. Wars are not fought only with swords, they are also fought with economy. To support the system, jizya was imposed on non-Muslims. This tax was far lighter than the Persian Empire had taken before. Seeing justice and mercy, the local population realized these Muslims were better rulers. Many embraced Islam. Many joined Khalid bin Walid's army. The Muslim forces grew stronger, both militarily and economically. Despite all this, the Persian king was not ready to accept defeat. He gathered two massive armies from the north and east and ordered them to unite at Walaja to eliminate the Muslims once and for all. Khalid bin Walid knew if these armies united, victory would be impossible. So he acted first. The Persians were advancing from green, hilly lands, unfamiliar with the harsh desert. Khalid bin Walid took advantage. He led his army across the Iraqi desert at full speed and reached Walaja before the armies could unite. The Persian general was confident. He believed the Muslim army was small and weak. Then their champion stepped forward, Hazar Mard, the man equal to 1,000. Khalid bin Walid faced him personally and killed him swiftly. The battle began. The Persians delayed, waiting for reinforcements, but Khalid bin Walid attacked before they could arrive. The fight was long and brutal. Fresh Persian troops entered the battle. Muslims were exhausted. Once again, Khalid bin Walid ordered a retreat, but this time it was a masterpiece of strategy. Only the center retreated. The flanks stood firm, slowly forming a circle. When the Persians rushed inside, Khalid bin Walid gave the signal. 4,000 Muslim horsemen charged from behind at full speed. The Persians were surrounded from every direction. It is said that not a single soldier escaped. This tactic was not new to Khalid bin Walid. He had once used it at the Battle of Uhud, and now he perfected it against Persia. With this victory, Muslims moved closer to the heart of the Persian Empire. Soon after, Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu also ordered attacks on the Roman Empire. The Muslims advanced so rapidly that the two greatest superpowers of the world realized something terrifying. If this continued, both empires would fall. For the first time in 700 years, Rome and Persia ended their rivalry and united against one force. That force was led by Khalid bin Walid, the sword of Allah.